Good morning, Ian Crouch with your 8:30 Hunter News Update. Business Hunter is welcoming the state government's COVID business support package. CEO Bob Hawes says it's critical for the economy to have as many businesses as possible get through the current crisis. Businesses with a turnover of between $75,000 and $50 million can claim 20% of their payroll up to $5,000 a week as long as they saw a 40% downturn in trade in January. However, Newcastle MP Tim Crackenthorpe says the criteria is unreachable for many businesses.
I've been meeting with local businesses and they're absolutely struggling. And This package has been designed to disqualify businesses who so need help, as receiving support is contingent on losses still being at 40% through February.
A new warning's being issued today from Hunter New England Health about a potentially serious virus. They've detected a number of local cases of the Crouch virus in horses, which can be transmitted to humans by mosquitoes. It can cause a rare but serious brain infection, with patients likely to suffer severe headaches and possible seizures. There's no vaccine or specific treatment for the virus. Hunter New England Health says we should cover up and use reliable insect repellent to avoid mosquito bites. A local MP says if the government claims to be championing the hunter, they need to bring back funding for GP access after-hours services. The services were slashed at local hospitals on Christmas Eve and cut entirely at the Mater due to budget constraints. Swansea MP Yasmin Catley says the medical system is struggling to keep up.
It is a service that is highly regarded, and it is a critical service. In the electorate of Swansea, for instance, there are no other after-hours doctors' services. So we are seeing an increase in our emergency departments. We're in the middle of a pandemic. We've got Liberal governments cutting funds to our health services, creating even more pressure on our public health system. It beggars belief.
The Hunters Westpac rescue helicopter has airlifted a 2-year-old boy to hospital after a near drowning at Gloucester. The boy's father pulled him from a dam and managed to revive him with CPR. He's now in a stable condition in the John Hunter Hospital. Meanwhile, a 38-year-old man's been treated for a badly broken ankle after he slipped while making his way down a steep track to a fishing spot at Waibung Head yesterday. He was winched into the helicopter from the headland and flown to the John Hunter for treatment. Lake Macquarie Council is hoping the city might beat last year's records for Clean Up Australia Day, where more than 5,600 people volunteered to pick up rubbish. The community can register clean-up sites for the event until the big day on Sunday the 6th of March. Mayor Kay Fraser says it's about keeping local waterways beautiful and clean.
Obviously, we have the Warners Bay Sustainable Group that does a lot of work around that area as well. So there's all those key sites, and in and around our beaches and around our lake, we want to make sure that we can pick up any rubbish and make sure it's nice and clean for other people who want to use the area.
The Tokal Field Days are set to go ahead between April 29 and May 1 this year. It's hoped the event will be a fun and educational experience while also supporting the local agriculture sector. A record 28,000 people attended last year's Field Day. Manager Cerise Felstone says the new caravan and camping exhibits won't be the only things on offer.
And the other area is Produce Way, which is trying to support all our local producers with bringing along, all their fresh farm produce and selling that from their own dedicated sites as well.
2NURFM Sport.
2 late goals to Adelaide spoiled the Jets' first match of the year, Newcastle going down 2-1. The Jets dominated much of the match but were unable to hold off the Reds at the death. Coach Arthur Pappas says they'll get better with more game time.
The bigger issue is, just getting match rhythm. A lot of teams have got that issue as well. And in the meantime, while you're trying to do that and play a brand of football that, we're putting in place here, then, you need to play games to do that, but you've got to get your results along the way.
Meanwhile, the women's side played out a thrilling 3-3 draw with Canberra. Newcastle have qualified for the decider of the New South Wales Country Cricket Championships for the third year in a row. They beat Central North, North Coast and the Central Coast at the weekend. Newcastle will play the winner of the Southern Pool in Bowral in a fortnight. And the Hunter Hurricanes had a disappointing start to the Australian Water Polo League, both men's and women's sides losing all of their opening matches. That's sport. I'm Harrison Clinch.
And the winning numbers in Weekend Lotto are 8, 9, 22, 23, 34 and 40, and the supplementaries are 13 and 17. And now you're up to date with the latest 2NURFM Hunter News.